Alright, this is Nick from Yu-Gi-Oh! Team Up here. I've made 6 samurai. For the longest time I didn't like them, thought they were gay because they sack, but this format I feel like I want to use them because they're good.
Because he's writing a novel.
And there's Josh over there, being gay.
Alright, there's 2 cards I really need right now before I can go to this April 21st Regional and Countryside. Tell us if you're going to it, we might be able to do a trade there. I need a catastor and a mist wurm. I got everything else there. And I guess some Mega 4s by then, but I should be able to get those. Alright, so I guess I'll get started. Of course, you're on the 3 Kagemusha. Yeah, I don't have supers, I just threw this together like last month, and then, so yeah.
Don't bitch about rarity.
Yeah, so, he's the tuner. He's also really good if you can go Shien and get him. It's nice to go. It's nice, the shenanigans. It's just nice to be able to switch targets, so if they feed to shoot, you're just like, nope, it's on my Kagemusha. Right. Kizan, because he's freaking broke.
Broke, nigga.
Him with Gateway is just like, oh, alright, search into my hand, special summon. So yeah. Double Elder, a lot of people on 1 say it's better with 1, and that you can fit more stuff in there. I like 2 because he's the only way you can go into Beast. The only way. And he's good early game, because if you go second, you can just special him out and then normal or asceticism it and still have a normal left in case they have an answer to the synchro you go into. And he's good late game too. Like if you're down, you can just special him out and then you can get Kizans off, or because a lot of the effects deal with having more than 1 monster on the field. To get their effects, you can just special him and then get your normal off and have their effects good. So like you can special him and get a Grandmaster out. It's really helpful. Grandmaster is just awesome. That's all there is to it. It's just a 21 beat stick that has no cost of summon except having a 6 sam. 1 Kaigeki, I ran 2 for the longest time, decided against it. Like, you have 3 smoke signals. There's not a situation where you can't get to Kaigeki pretty easily, and you can't even go beast with it, so I only use it in like situations where I need the extra summon. Half the time I use it for like a Nishi or hand, so I can get the effects off. So there's in the hand. It's just really good to get rid of the opponent's stuff when they have stuff. Nishi gets rid of problem cards like Mace Stroke and stuff like that. And Zanji, I run this just for the fact of the asceticism is good with this, with the Kizans. So yeah. So I'll go into my spells. Triple asceticism. You need to run 3. There's like no question whether you're not. You should, because when you open this, you pretty much go Shien or Beast. It's like not a problem at all ever. Yeah, I don't know why Konami decided to put Smoke Signal at 3. I'm not gonna argue with it because now I have 3 Smoke Signals in my deck. But I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Broke. It's just like, did you really need to pump him anymore? Rhoda. Of course, because it's a warrior deck. No other explanation. If they brought this back, I would seriously think Konami's being stupid, but Gateway, you put so much shenanigans with Uniteds. You just go so much shenanigans.
He said it, shenanigans.
Yeah, the shenanigans.
So gay.
He hates it when we say shenanigans.
It's not even, it's stupid.
Alright, but this thing leads to way too much.
Shut the fuck up,
This thing leads to way too much crap that shouldn't be there, but they let it stay every format, so it's just really nice boost to Sam's.
Should be banned.
Yeah, Zach doesn't like it because he gets sacked.
It's bullshit.
And then when you combo it with these,
That's bullshit.
just you get the draws, or you can just play them off, take off the counters for Gateway, and just do shenanigans and get shenanigans and get Shockmaster without even trying.
Yep. You should not have a themed pot of greed at 3. Just bullshit.
Yeah, but if I want a super, I have to pay. That's stupid. And then, even though people say it's really consistent because it's got the pretty much 3 e-calls plus the thing, it's really consistent. Well, I don't think so half time. I get some bad hands, and Upstart, I run it because it gets me close to my other cards, and
it lets him sack more.
Yeah, I sack more because I can get more of my spawn traps to fuck them over to have backup with a beast. But
Beast mode.
But it's awesome though because essentially when you're running this, yeah, your opponent may have 3,000 more life points you have to take out, but essentially you're running a 37 card deck that gets through a lot faster, and you can get to whatever you need. It's just really good. Of course, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Born, and then I run double MST. So yeah, that's my spells. I don't need to explain staples. If I do, then you're not Yu-Gi-Oh enough to know what I'm talking about. Traps, double Fiendish. Fiendish fucks up everything this format except for Mermails. Even then, you can still get them pretty good if they don't hit what they needed to. Caps. I like it. I did run Dimensional Prisons. Took them out. Didn't want it. One double-edged sword technique. I was thinking about wanting more because of the more synchro options you have. Because you do have quite some, but I have times where I can't do anything with a double-edged sword technique. Yeah, I can get my guys, but it's like there's nothing I can do after I get the guys out. And then or they MST it, and you're like, well, I guess I'll activate it, and then you just take damage at the end phase, and you're just like, fuck. Musukani, this card's broke. They have like their own judgment for them. It's without a cost. It is unfair, but it's awesome. I was thinking about running 2, but I decided I didn't know what I'd take out, so I just decided not to take it out. Warning, which for some reason they hit to 1, but whatever. It's Konami's choice. And then Judgment, because having 2 Judgments in the deck does feel awesome. Alright, that's my trap lineup, and I'll go to my extra. And again, I'm missing like 3 cards that I really want, and the other ones are just filler for stuff I like. There's the 5s. I have Shannon Beast, most often things you go into. I would also like a catastor, because catastor is nice to have. It's just good to get around a bunch of jank crap that they pull out. Like BLS, like that pisses me off, and I'm just like, oh, I'm going catastor, and the Monster Born it and banish my catastor. What the fuck? But yeah, Barkion. It's pretty much the only 6 you go into. Can't go into with these 2, which really disappoints me. You pretty much can only do it if you have keys on. But it's really good. Gets on the traps. Like you're just like, yeah, fuck you. You don't get any traps, bro. This probably would be taken out. I was questioning even the Dark Hole because you most of the time maintain field presence with and negate all your opponent's stuff, and like this is just gonna hurt you more than help you in most situations. But it's still good in some, so I keep it in there until I get the other stuff. Stardust Dragon. I just wanted an 8 to go into and Stardust Dragon is pretty good, and it goes with the theme of negation, which is everybody else except for the Black Rose. And yeah, that's a really good card. So that's the Synchros and then Xyz. I like having rank 3s because a lot of good rank 3s I like to run, but there's like not room. So these are the only 2 I put in. This to attack over, this to stop some attacks. Papillo, this would probably be taken out. Probably put it in Gandava, because you fight windups, you go Gandava, you pretty much fucked them there. Yes. Mace Stroke, it's just a good stall card, and it helps get around stuff. Blade Armor, attacking twice is just OP.
Stupid broke.
Shockmaster, nothing to say there. It's just like fuck over your opponent season. And like Shockmaster, for 3 turns, if you can read your opponent well enough, you can just sit there behind it, and they can't do a thing. Unless they have like the answer in any situation of what you call, which is gay. Utopia, C39 Utopia. I don't even know. I might just take these out and put something else I would like in. I don't think I've ever gone into a Utopia with when I play this, and for sure haven't gone, like, I can understand running these if I had like a mind control in here, because you always want to take the Utopia and C39 it, because you're just like, fuck, I get a C39 and they don't get the Utopia anymore. But
really? I had no idea.
Okay, Josh, you're a smart ass.
Shut the fuck up.
But no one runs Utopia. How are you supposed to do that?
And then Excalibur, because 4K attack is nice.
Do I have to look through your extra? Am I gonna find a Utopia in there?
Not when I get my involved.
You bullshit.
Alright, so I won this Excalibur because 4,000 attack is overwhelming to every monster that people actually use. And then the Shadow of the Samurai Shen. He's just to make your Kaigeki a 35. Like, that's the only situation I would want to go him.
And build up counters.
Yeah, or count if I'm doing the shenanigans with counters, but. So yeah, that's my deck. I would like a catastor and a Mr. M. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting a Gandalf soon, but yeah. If you have catastor and Mr. M, I would like them. And yeah, that's it.